Welcome to Superchat. Whether you're working on your first 1,000, 2,000, or even 10,000 subscribers and beyond, you've come to the right place. We're going to introduce you to some of the most influential content creators that can help to get your channel moving beyond your first 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. The very first channel that we're looking at today is Homesteading on a Budget. The channel's called Bella's Whisper Farmstead Kristen. She actually brings Mike along. The two of them are featured especially in a lot of the latest videos together, but it could be both of them together. It could be either of them individually, and homesteading on a budget is a great idea. Most of our homesteading friends are going to show us ways to save money in a lot of different aspects, whether it's prepping, whether it's growing our own food, raising our own livestock, or doing a lot of building and maintenance around the home for ourselves. But Bella's Whisper Farmstead specifically attacks the idea of homesteading on a budget to save us even more money. When we look through the videos on this channel, we're going to find a lot of typical homesteading content, but Kristen and Mike have put a lot of consideration into the videos that they're going to film, the planning process, I believe, and then a really thorough job when they do make the videos. So we see a lot of the regular things we'd expect to see from a homesteading channel, including some cooking, some prepping, but they also give us a lot of tips and tricks, specifically when it comes to the idea of saving money, or when it comes to the idea of building a barn dominium, for instance. So hopefully everybody will connect with Bella's Whisper Farmstead Kristen. Not only are they here with us for almost every stream, but they're also out supporting other creators all the time. Their short videos on this channel fall right in line with their long-form content, mostly outdoors, bringing us 2,600 views, 3,300 views and beyond. And then live streams are an idea that they've engaged in many times before. We'll keep an eye on the channel. We got notification bells on for every single creator that's in the spirit of doing as much as we can for each other and making sure we catch as much content from each other as we can as well. We know that, we know that Bella's Whisper Farmstead Kristen is working on 1,700 subscribers. We would love to push them towards that milestone. We know they must be looking forward to it. Thank you, everybody, for coming in. I see Coach Mary Ma is in the house, one of our longest standing members. She's inspiring and motivating always. Going to put her on the wheel. Just Jason Keto and more is driving right now, but running the stream and likely listening in the background. I've got them on the wheel. We always put members on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. And I've also got Rushing Wind Mountain, of course, Butler Family Farm. They might still be live right now with Lewis Acre Farm Karma. They were the guest this week. Jerry and Susan are on Meet Me Monday, so we'll catch the replay of that live stream. I was lucky to be in there for a little while before setting up here. Canadian Family Life is always early in the door. Rushing Wind Mountain, of course, is here just about every day as well. And then two of the most supportive creators that I've met in my 7 years on YouTube, Scratch and PPA and Michael's Adventures, are both with us. So sometimes I have to sit here and wonder to myself how it takes me so long to put together the pieces of a puzzle to figure out why on earth some of the things in life frustrate me. And what I came to realize just over this past weekend, I can't remember whether we've ever talked about this before or if I realized this before and had just forgotten for a little while, but we always wonder what on earth is going on with notifications. And I've said many times, why on earth do we have a notification bell, but then we still have notifications that we can set on premieres and live streams? So while I can't prove what I'm about to say entirely, I bet that most people here will agree it's probably the case. The notification bell on a channel is going to let us know when the creator that we've got the notification bell on for has uploaded a new video. And that includes after a premiere is finished. It includes after a live stream has also finished. Videos, of course, and then shorts are included. But the notification that we set for premieres and live streams allows us to be notified in advance when those things are about to happen. Now, I could be mistaken about all of this, but, in all this time, I wonder to myself, why is it that some of us don't have explosively busy premieres or live streams, especially when we're either posting them in advance or doing them consistently and things like that? And over this past weekend, I did a couple of different things and learned a couple of more lessons along the way. And I strive to improve constantly. We learn from each other here in the Tuber Chat family, for which I'm grateful. And like everybody else, I strive to improve. I strive to do better and everything and learn as much as I can so I can share my experiences here. We could talk about these things as well. Movies time. Good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. We don't do any self-promotion here. If you want to just hang out for a few minutes and have a look at how we talk about channels and the way that everybody interacts with each other in the chat, you'll find better success that way. And then, yes, always Michael's Adventures. YouTube is way focused on things that I believe most of us are not concerned with, as opposed to fixing the things we've been complaining about for years. Cruz Bolero, Outgoing Azzy are both in the house. Jevin Richardson is back, and Adventures in Gardening is here with us just about every day. Shades of Grey is in the house. I just watched a video from that channel this morning. And Inner Beauty Blessings, it's good to have you here. Hopefully I'm not missing anybody in the chat. Jeans Gems is also with us. And I know there was another channel that came in here, and I don't think it's their first time with us. Life of Lucretia has been with us before. Mark the Shark is a longtime dear friend. I actually started playing Poker Stars again the last couple of days while I've had a bit of a more relaxing weekend. Harry Does Tech is in the house. For anybody that didn't already know, all the same music you hear in the back round of Tuber Chat is available as copyright-free music that you can use in your videos and live streams. It's available on all major music platforms, including Amazon, Spotify, Deezer, iTunes, Google Music, and of course we have a channel set up for that as well. You can find that at the front of our front page of the Tuber Chat channel. And I know we got a few more creators coming in here. Oodles and Caboodles of Crafts, good to have you here. And Eddie Gannon, good to see you in the house. Hopefully, I'm not sure if I've seen Eddie Gannon before. I think so. I could be mistaken, of course, but I think they've been here once before. If I'm mistaken, hopefully anybody that is brand new is feeling welcome. For anybody that's brand new today in our chat and here for the first time, hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description. You'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. And then Adventures Unseen, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Fever Dream Animation is here. Canadian Family Life is chosen first from the Wheel of Doom for today. And this is how we pick channels to be put on the screen. I'll talk about them for a few moments each after a long period of time. I'll go through my chat list and start adding names to the wheel based on who's been most actively engaged in conversation over the course of the stream. And Canadian Family Life is also with us just about every single day. Awakened by the Looking Glass Reflection. Good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. And hopefully I'm not missing anybody in the chat. I'm just going to have a look at something in the background and see if I've forgotten something. When you're looking at your live streams, by the way, pardon me, Canadian Family Life, we'll get back to you in a second. This is the live stream that's running right now. If I go over to my click on the details for the video and go to the customization tab, you can set a time limit on your chat. This slows down a lot of spamming and trolling and things like that. So we usually have that engaged for about 20 minutes. Slow mode is also something people can add. I wouldn't recommend it in most cases because I've made the mistake of turning that dial a little too high on live streams and having people upset that they can't communicate well. Not on this channel, but on another channel. So these are ideas, and someday hopefully we'll go through those in a little more detail, but I just wanted to make sure I had that setting, ready to go. Again, hopefully I'm not missing anybody in the chat. When we look at Canadian family life, every time I watch a video, they've got another video out. I'm just going to take the latest one. I'm going to put this into my catch-up list. They post so often. You can see that they're posting several times a week. Canadian family life, even before using the promotion system that they did to get to their 10,000, they were actually one of the fastest growing channels that we've seen in the Tuber Chat family, getting to 3,000 pretty quickly. They bring us grocery hauls, cooking videos, Happy Meal videos, shoutouts for other creators. They have an impeccable container garden that I like to talk about on this channel. They do cooking challenges with their husband. This one here was an indoor-outdoor. And then I did watch this video actually this morning before starting Tuber Chat. This is kind of cool because she was making poutine, so spoiler alert for everybody, but the famous Canadian snack or dish or meal, side and things like that. Poutine can be a meal on its own, and all that usually is are French fries with cheese curds and gravy on them. But over the course of the last, 10 years or longer, poutine has become a lot more prominent in the eyes of people when it comes to the idea of Canadians. And so we have lots of restaurants out there making very elaborate recipes when it comes to poutine. But this is a different way of doing it, bringing out the crock pot. So I was happy to see that. And Canadian Family Life does things like that all the time. I've got their latest grocery haul. I've put that into my catch-up list so I can watch that later as well. Rock Chick Beauty from the UK, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. When we look at shorts on this channel, we see that some of these have gotten into 2,500, 2,800, 5,500 with some of that famous Canadian winter weather in New Brunswick. And then when we look at live streams, we see that Tiffany, who's very recognizable because she's been featured on dozens of other channels, like I Am Betty J Gathers right here, who interviewed her recently. She does live streams occasionally, usually every couple of weeks or so. She's probably due for another one, so we'll keep an eye on the channel. We've always got notification bells on for every single live stream or premiere. That's in the spirit of doing as much as we possibly can for each other, along with having the notification bell on for every channel. We know that Canadian Family Life is monetized. We would love to push them a little bit farther towards the 11,000 subscribers. They're now going to be thinking about. The Debbie Way Gaming, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. Handicap Travelers here. I'm going to get them onto the wheel. Butler Family Farm is coming up right now. It's an interesting mix of channels that we're seeing right away today. Let's get their channel up here. Rock Chick Beauty's dropping a super chat. She's done that countless times before. For that reason, I'm going to put her channel up on the screen next. We always put super chatters and membership gifters onto the screen as soon as those things happen, and then we'll get back to spinning the wheel shortly. And then our Georgia Suburban Homestead is also here. They're here with us frequently. And Outgoing Azzy, definitely an enthusiastic creator who's been with us a long period of time. Lawless World, good to see you in the house as well. Butler Family Farm is 116 acres of farming and homesteading goodness. If you'd like to swap playlists with anybody in the chat, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. So this will be an interesting video to see. Jerry is working on some stuff for the bees, but they will likely be back next spring on the farm. They usually come around April or May. I'm just going to put this video into my catch-up list right now. This is just a small part of what they do over here. 116 acres of farmland. You can imagine what it takes to look after that. And Jerry and Susan together are going to show us all the different aspects of looking after that kind of property, including the livestock. They've got cattle, goats, donkeys, horses, llamas, chickens, cats, and dogs. They bring us into their home. They take us out to show us all the different work that they have to do. They bring us into the shop, like Jerry's doing right there, to show us some woodworking that he will do, and hopefully everybody will connect with Butler Family Farm. I was on their channel a few weeks ago for one of their live streams, and it's this one right here if you wanted to go see that. We just talked for a while. Susan was very considerate, bringing a handful of questions for me to answer, and it led to a interesting, different type of conversation. I'm usually just talking about YouTube all the time, but it got a little more personal. But Jerry and Susan have been generous, loyal, and dedicated supporters here and friends for a long time. Jerry let me know in the background after that live stream that he's been using the promotion system. So this channel is just skyrocketing, as you can imagine. They're monetized, lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. And they will bring us a lot of live streams. You'll actually be introduced to a lot of different creators on their channel. They will either have StreamYard panels where they introduce us to a lot of friends, or they actually head out hundreds of miles away to a lot of large meetups with up to 80 channels worth of creators and supporters. So you'll likely meet lots more friends and family members for yourself while you're over there. Shorts on this channel are more of the same, falling in line with their long form content, getting into 12,000, one over 50,000 views, which is great to see. So hopefully everybody will connect with Butler Family Farm. They're actually going to be live right after Tuber Chat today, so we'll probably go in and raid in another 2.5 hours after we're done here. Raw Chick Beauty dropped a super chat. Let's have a look at her channel right now. If you haven't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other that thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. Not sure if I actually said hello to Fever Dream Animation already today. They're here with us just about every day. And then Wayne's World Unlimited, subscribed to about 800 channels. Yes, it becomes harder as time goes on to support everybody as much as we all might like, but as long as everybody's doing as much as we can for each other, we know that everybody will be just fine, hitting different milestones, and channels are growing faster than ever before. It doesn't seem easy, but I promise you it gets easier as time goes on. Much easier than it was 7 years ago when I started, 4 years ago when we started Tuber Chat, and certainly 15 or 16 years ago for a lot of friends who've been on far longer than we have. Living Large with L Crew, good to see you in the house. Broken Hearts Ministry, Gail, we actually just saw her for a quick second there in a thumbnail from Butler Family Farm. She's been a dear friend of several years now. Wayne's World Unlimited is dropping a super chat. He's done that countless times before. We're going to look at his channel next. It's the same reason we got Rock Chick Beauty onto the screen right away. We always put super chatters and membership gifters onto the screen as soon as those things happen, and then we'll get back to spinning the wheel in another moment. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to saying hello to everyone. We got lots of time today too. We'll be here for another 2.5 hours. Lots of time to put lots of channels on the screen. Silver Assassin Metal Detecting is also here. And now we're looking at Rock Chick Beauty. This is Oriane. She's been a friend of about 4 years, actually. She reset and restarted her channel 3.5 years ago. So she'd already had a few months of experience. And the interesting thing you wonder is, would you be able to come back a little bit stronger the second time around? She certainly has. She gives us a professional look to every thumbnail, and the bright, bold headshots will make her recognizable, even though every different video production gets its own look and feel on those thumbnails. That will pay off in the long term for branding. When we look at shorts on this channel, we see that she's done really well, getting into 2,400, 3,100, 3,500 views. What Rock Chick Beauty is known for is bringing us alternative makeup, beauty, lifestyle, and more. She basically talks about all things alternative. She started with beauty and get ready with me type videos and moved into product reviews, unboxings, and now sponsored videos as well, which is great to see. She's monetized, lots of ways to support her, including super chats and memberships when we get there, and live streams on this channel are frequent. She's been posting a little bit more frequently lately, but at least once a month, if not twice a month, she'll bring us a live stream. I've missed the last few. Hopefully I'll catch the next one. Anybody can reach out anytime, especially if you have a any milestone, like a monetization celebration or an anniversary or birthday or anything like that, I'll always try to be there if I can. I'm on Instagram all the time, Facebook most of the time, Twitter some of the time as well. So thank you, Rock Chick Beauty, for your super chat. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. Same thing from Wayne's World Unlimited. Thank you both. They're absolutely unnecessary, but very much appreciated, of course. For that reason, we put those channels onto the screen right away, and I'll get back to spinning the wheel in a moment. If I've missed anything in the chat that anybody's meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or @mention Superchat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. Izzy Ska is in the house, and Crystal Sparkle's also here. They both happen to be members, so I've got them on the wheel right away. We always put members on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. So Wayne's World Unlimited comes to us from the UK as well. This creator's usually bringing us outdoors, often for an interesting story and a look around. Sometimes they bring us shorter videos. We just want to make sure while we're connecting, we're looking at videos that are 3 minutes or longer. Very important that those videos are at least 3 minutes. Very important that we watch from beginning to end, as well as giving the thumbs up and a comment of 3 or 4 sentences, and then subscribing and turning the notification bell on as well. And then thank you, Inner Beauty Blessings, and Charinators in the house. I've got them on the wheel. 99 Midnight Gamers in the house. And Wayne's World Unlimited does an interesting thing on his channel in between all of these videos. A lot of creators will take outtakes or bloopers and put them throughout their videos or at the end. Wayne's World Unlimited has been known many times to take his bloopers or outtakes and make a separate video just for those, which is really cool to see. I'm just going to grab your latest video. I know it's a short one, but it's okay. I'll put that into my catch-up list. That'll give me a chance to stay caught up with the channel. It's a fun name for a playlist. Playlist can be a great tool for that kind of thing. And it's the bankroll. Thank you for asking about the new longer shorts. I'll actually talk about that in a minute because I just experimented with that this weekend in the last 24 hours. Wayne's World Unlimited has done well with traditional shorts. You can see this creator's gotten into over 10,000 views, over 13,000, and one of them over 244,000 views. So we're looking forward to more shorts from Wayne's World Unlimited and possibly even more live streams. He brought us an interesting one a few months ago, and then hopefully we'll see more. We've got notification bells on for every single channel, of course. Dave's Adventures, thank you so much for the super chat, and thank you again, Wayne's World Unlimited and Rock Chick Beauty. They did the same thing. For that reason, we put their channels on the screen right away. We'll do the same thing for Dave's Adventures. He's just mentioning the fact that I left him a comment earlier. I was going through my catch-up list and watching a few videos, and Dave's Adventures is an interesting channel that has evolved over the years. He's been with us since just about the beginning of Tuber Chat, probably 4 years now, and has been making frequent appearances again. And Living Large with El Cruz got memberships coming up, which is really cool. Dave's Adventures I'm going to talk about in a quick second here, but I did want to mention the idea about these new shorts videos. So hopefully everybody's keeping track of what's going on in your YouTube dashboard, especially on a computer, but YouTube's going to drop videos either from the Creator Insider team or the YouTube Creators team. And these give us updates about features that are being added or updated within the YouTube system. One of those features now is the ability to make shorts videos up to 3 minutes in length, instead of the 60 seconds we've been restricted to for a while. So I'm sure people are going to have different feelings about this kind of thing. We've had a couple of people experiment with these. Butler Family Farms got one sitting in the system, and I've got to ask them if we get an opportunity later, if they happen to come back in, or maybe we can ask them on their live stream after today if that video has actually made it into the shorts shelf, we call it, or short system. I, this weekend, made a 3-minute short. Now, they let us know you cannot upload a 3-minute short with the YouTube app yet. It still restricts you to 60 seconds. It will chop your video if you try. But you're supposed to be able to upload video up to 3 minutes in length as a short. And I have tried that, but it didn't work yet. So I'm waiting to see now whether, apparently within a couple of weeks, a few people have said these videos are going to turn into shorts. But I'm not sure about that until we actually see it. So I'll keep everybody apprised as to whether or not that's going to work. In the meantime, these are supposed to be the restrictions. If you're going to make a 3-minute shorts video, it's got to be vertical or square. The reason why they say square is because Instagram is a platform that's been famously known for square videos for a long, long time. But should be vertical or square, up to 3 minutes, but not longer. I literally chopped mine to 2:59 to make sure it would fit, and didn't have luck just yet, but we'll see. And the caveat to that as well when it comes to thumbnails is the idea, if you're uploading a short and you're not doing it on the YouTube app, which you can't for shorts over 60 seconds, you may not be able to edit the thumbnail. So this is like just unbelievable. And I warned everybody as soon as I saw this that the new 3-minute shorts are a monster headache. I haven't even got into talking about copyright-free music, but they've changed how that works as well. So there's a lot to learn, and I would recommend anybody look up the official documentation for shorts videos. You can get to it through the YouTube.